What is up, folks? Briston Gaming. We are back in Alpha 21 with another exciting episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly Show. Help you figure out what mods are good for you. And this week, we have a cool week ahead of us. But before we jump into anything, I want to say thank you, mod authors. You guys have been killing it. The Alpha 21 has been out for like 2 weeks now, and just so many mods have come out. I love seeing it. Thank you guys so much for the work that you do. You guys are really underappreciated, but I appreciate the absolute hell out of you. Also, community members, thank you guys so much for the support and the love. It means the world to me. It really does. A quick little anecdote before we jump into the mods. I was actually in the store the other day, and somebody recognized my voice talking to my wife Lunabug, and it was like the most surreal moment in the world for me. I did not know what to say or do. It was just super... It was just surreal is really all I can say. I thought it was really cool. They said that they watched the channel because of the Mods Weekly, and I just thought it was just insane to hear and see. Thank you guys so much for the support. I know it's a super small channel, but something like that was just... It made my day. Like Lunabug said, I was smiling a whole bunch. But now we're gonna go ahead and jump in the mods. And the first mod you guys see here, your girl is at it again. Aurora Giggle Fairy has released the Hud Plus for Alpha 21, and this HUD has been my staple HUD for pretty much all of Alpha 20, Alpha 19. When I first found the Aurora Giggle Fairy mods, the server side versions of everything, like I've played with them extensively. I love them so much. And the cool thing is, Aurora Giggle Fairy has actually created an add-on to go with this that takes it from being server-side, but gives you a lot more information at a glance. So down on the bottom left of our screen, we have the amount of experience it requires to go up to the next level. So we not only get the cool little purple circle, we actually have a number that we can see. We have our loot stage, the temperature, the elevation, and if I hit T, you can see the amount of zombie kills we have, the amount of player kills, and the amount of deaths that we have, which that's just really cool to see like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop some of these zombies so you guys can see. The zombie kills went up, and you see so did our experience to the next level. We can actively see the number per kill go up, so we know when we're going to hit that next level. We know what it's going to take to get there. I like seeing that. It's really cool to have that visual representation with this add-on. Now, if you don't have the add-on, it's still a fantastic mod, and it is still server-side, so you can have this with friends and stuff like that for those lucky enough of us to have friends. It's cool to have something like this where they can just jump in and have this really awesome HUD that they don't need to do anything with. It's just there for them. That's why I like stuff like this. Server-side is just super fun. It makes playing with friends just infinitely easier. So Aurora Giggle Fairy, man, I love your name, but it's so hard to get out sometimes. Thank you so much for making this HUD for us. Thanks for bringing it into Alpha 21. It is going to become a staple of playing. I can guarantee that. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mods. Alright folks, so this next mod is the Restore Loot Containers by Kool-Aid, or Cool for... You know what, I'm just going to say Kool-Aid, man. Your name is cool. I like how you spelled it like that. It's very original, but it's Kool-Aid. Sorry, my brain is going to have a short circuit if I try to pronounce it the way that it's actually spelled. Anyway, this mod is really cool. Lunabug loves this thing. We started playing with Alpha 21 shortly after it dropped. We've had some fun with it. She stopped playing a little bit. I've played more, but one thing, her biggest gripe is when you have something like this microwave here or the stove or even this fridge, after you loot it, it goes into a stage of you can't do anything, but you saw this one is still fine. It's still good. So what this mod does is after you've looted these items, if you have repair kits and a repair item in your hand, you can actually upgrade them to a storage version where you can still store stuff in them. Now, the reason I like this, the reason Luna likes this and so many other people is because a stove like this, you could plop a fireplace down on it, and unless you have a lot of food stuff, you can actually just store wood and a few important items. And typically how Lunabug and I play when it's just us, we keep wood, raw meat, and like water and stuff, because we don't really like get super far into the cooking and things like that. It's just what we need to survive. But we keep mostly water and things like that underneath wherever we have the fire, and it used to be we would always just plop it down on top of a stove like this. So now we still have that function of being able to do that, and the same as like with a fridge, we could throw stuff into a fridge. It's more of a the decoration aspect behind everything, just the ability to be able to see. We have the super cool little storage aspect of stuff to make it seem like the kitchen is not so bare. Because it's cool having a cabinet like that, but like this one, we would normally knock those out and replace it with a normal cabinet. just so that way we have something that looks pretty. Luna Bug likes to do that. That's she's a big decorator thing. So it's just really cool having this option to be able to repair them up. Yes, the repair kits can be kind of a pain in the butt to craft, but with the way that you can get forged iron by salvaging so many different things or even crafting it yourself, it's a small price to pay for being able to do something like this, and I love it. So with that, we're actually going to go ahead and jump into the next mod. Mod is the Working Ovens by Anton Ogden. Sorry, dude. I know I butchered that one. But this is another mod that if you're not as into the decoration aspect like Lunabug is, you want a functionality aspect, this is the perfect mod for you. So we actually have a storage crate here, right? I can go ahead and loot it, and you see how much storage space we have. So you could demolish your old stove and place this one down in front of it, and this one acts just like the normal cooking fire. The only thing is you don't get the same visual representation with how everything looks, but instead you now have a stove and a storage box. And it actually sits a lot more compact because now you could actually stack storage boxes or other stuff above this. And you can still sit here and cook and do all the stuff that you normally would. And then it's like, okay, I need this. Here you go, boom, you cook whatever. It's a simple thing. Lunabug actually likes this one too. Not quite as much as the previous one for the sake of, she likes the visuals of the new cooking fire, which I do too, just because I think it's really cool. As you add stuff, it changes how it looks. But this one is slowly creeping up on her as one of her favorites, just because she likes the idea of being able to put this on cabinets and stuff like that, and having like a countertop above it. So she's really weird like that sometimes. I've always wanted a stovetop as opposed to an oven, but the oven is just, having something like this I think is just really cool to have one of those little things that you can throw it together, and as it gets damaged you can repair it with small stones and stuff like that, so it's super easy to fix as you go along. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and move over to the last mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the arrow to crossbow ammo conversion by Elucidus. I don't know how to pronounce that, man. I'm so sorry. But it's a simple mod that does something that I actually really like. I've been playing Alpha 21 a lot by myself since Lunabug kind of just is holding off a little bit. But one thing that seems to always happen, be it in Alpha 20 when I was playing Darkness Falls or whatever, I would get a crap ton of crossbow bolts or arrows and not have a weapon to use them. If I'm focusing on using a bow, I would almost always get crossbow bolts. If I'm focusing on using a crossbow, I would get arrows. And it's like, what the crap, man? Well, this gives us a conversion. So let's say that this is what we had, right? We only have one crossbow bolt, but we got just a bunch of arrows from loot. Well, we could actually come here, go to recipes, boom, there we go. And now it's going to craft out. It's just going to tweak them to fit the crossbow. And then now I can actually go, hey dude, block, just like that. That's why I like this. Is I do like playing sneaky. I like having that option of sneaking up on somebody with a crossbow or a bow and getting a headshot. You guys, if you've seen me play, you know that. I like doing the, oh, he's so sleepy when they're laying there. I saw that on Neves Gaming. Duralia said it once, and it's just been stuck in my head ever since. It's a weird habit I've picked up. But I like it. And then having this gives me an option to where now, depending upon, what I loot or what I'm playing with, I can always convert them over and just keep going. I don't have to worry about scrapping or selling and stuff like that. I can make use of them. And having a crossbow with, the ability to alter your ammo from arrows to bolts or vice versa if you use a bow can really help, especially on early horde nights and stuff, because you can pretty much get away with like the first 3 horde nights of using a bow or a crossbow and melee. You don't really need to use a gun unless you play on like really hard difficulty levels. If you're just a normal player, average levels, stuff like that, just have a little kill area that the zombies are going to funnel into. You can pop them with these things all day long, and it really helps give you a second ammo source. I like it. That's why it's here. I know it's going to come in useful for a lot of people because it's already come in useful for me since I found it. I've been playing around with it and I've enjoyed it a lot. But with that, folks, we are done for the week. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you had fun. If you liked the episode, go ahead, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think. If you didn't like the episode, hey, you can leave a dislike too. That is okay. But have fun, folks. Take it easy, and we will see you next time.